Hello and welcome to Reviews. As always, I'm Plume Noir, and as you can tell by this table, I am at the lab. I'm at work on an emergency, which feels like as always. Um, so, but this happened on a Wednesday, so I'm able to take a little bit of a break and take a look at Gwenpool Strikes Back number 4. Said it before, say it again. I'm a big Gwenpool fan, and I have hated this series. However, this issue is the best issue in the series, and for a very unexpected reason. And I'll come to that. It's actually going to be the main focus of this video. Start at the cover here. I like Terry Dodson, and you look at this and you're like, whoa, wait a minute. Gwen is wielding Thor's hammer? So you're probably thinking, haha, it's a joke, right? But if you think about it, every issue so far, Gwen unmasking Spider-Man, kissing Reed Richards, about to get pounded by the Hulk, Hulk smash, they've all pretty much shown what is happening in the issue. So I don't think this is the stock pose cover. It's not. And I don't want to give it away. So yeah, this is actually kind of cool. But anyway, let's talk about this issue. It starts off like a lot of the other issues, really dumb. Now, as you know, Hulk was about to smash her. Gwenpool has set up this very stupid plan of getting everyone on an island and fighting to keep... I'm not even really sure what the point of her plan was, but it backfired on her, and the immortal Hulk is coming after her. So for some reason, she is tapping out in Morse code. Now, she's trying to hide from Hulk, so she's being quiet, obviously the finger to the mouth. But this is also the person who can think and hold her own captions, stock captions. So doesn't really make much sense. But she does say here, could a comic character do this? And so this is just kind of a filler for this page. Christopher Hastings came back, and yeah, they even joked, look at the credits. Yeah, he came back and wrote one page. And it's kind of silly, but, he's the only one that seems to have really done well with this character. I'm a big fan of his Gwenpool series. And someone even says to her at the end, I miss you. Hastings, I miss you writing this character. So, it's kind of silly. She's running from Hulk. She even runs past this fight. It's a cat fight. A joke. Now, the joke would make more sense if maybe they were in costume. It's Black Panther, Black Cat. But the way comics are, any platinum blonde just looks white hair. This, without any type of mask, how are you supposed to know it's Felicia Hardy? So anyway, Hulk bashes her so hard, he knocks her out into the gutters. So she's in her white space. She thinks she's concussed. And then she comes up with an idea. And this is where it gets really interesting. And I gotta give Leah Williams credit on this. Because I don't know if this was intentional. I really don't know. I don't know how to feel about this. So what Gwenpool does is she reaches back through her history, through her publication history, West Coast Avengers 2018, Superior Spider-Man 2018, West Coast Avengers. You even have the issue numbers. I didn't even know she was in Rocket Raccoon and Groot, so I missed this one. Pulls her out of that, pulls her out of Champions, even her own series. So now Gwenpool has amassed an army of herself. But what's funny about this is not only are they all drawn in different styles, each one has a different description. Champions Gwen, Hot Dog Ho, Tweaker, Stage 5 Clinger, Unbelievable Gwenpool Gwen, Adorable, Beloved, Fan Favorite, blah, 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 Rocket Raccoon and Groot Gwen, manic, insane, violent, woke, and idiot. Now, this caught me by surprise. This really caught me because this is Leah Williams, big titty Leah Williams, and like I said, I'm blocked by her on Twitter for following the wrong people. So, and it's weird to compare this book versus Amazing Mary Jane, the second issue, which also came out today, because that book, one issue so far, I haven't read the second one yet, really good, and this book has been hot garbage. So it's kind of anyway. I bring up this woke idiot because it was kind of like a when someone's hypnotized and they get snapped out of it, and that kind of woke me up there. No pun intended. West Coast Avengers Gwen, cool, hot girl, the prettiest Gwen. Kind of mean, like only a little mean. I mean, oh God, I'm looping. Moving on. Superior Spider-Man Gwen, the calmest of the Gwens. Dad puns and comic knowledge works out. I don't think this really is what Leah attempted. I think she was going for the funny bit, but she points out the big flaw with comics these days, especially in Marvel Comics. Now, as you go through this, she's filling them in on what's going on. She does Leah does some of the looping things, which I'll give her credit for. You see the scene from the other perspective a few pages previous. God, this is like 90s Thor all over again. This look is going to go 5 years from now. Everyone's going to rip on this look. Anyway, she even tries to get the Gwenpool first appearance. Gwenpool started out as a joke. And they were doing this thing, Gwenpool dressed as, Gwen Stacy dressed as different characters for variant covers. And so they did one for Deadpool's, I think it was his Secret Wars thing, and which was her just relaxing on the floaty in the water. And that's actually where this all came from. It just blossomed from that. Instead of being Gwen Stacy, they made her into her own character. Anyway, she refuses to help Gwenpool. Come with me. Nuh-uh. Please? Nuh-uh. Well, if you think about it, she wouldn't because this isn't Gwenpool. This is Gwen Stacy, so she's so mysterious. So anyway, we get to see all these Gwenpools. They're drawn differently. They act differently. In fact, one of my biggest complaints is that Leah has been turning Gwenpool into Harley Quinn. So when the Rocket and Groot Gwen, I got guns, yuck, 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 she even makes fun of it. Take it down a notch, Harley Gwen. You're embarrassing us. Thank you. Thank you. And I think Leah Williams is slowly becoming, I think I've said this about her before, I think she's becoming slowly more and more self-aware. But this is the problem. Now she's kind of using it to her story, and I don't know if she means to do this on purpose, because this is the big flaw with Marvel Comics these days. I will argue that Gwenpool is the best Marvel character introduced in the past 10 years. Fight me on it, okay? You can say Ms. Marvel. I think Miles Morales came a little bit before that, but of all the characters that have been created by Marvel, new characters in the past 10 years, I think Gwenpool is the best. But here's the problem. She was introduced in 2015. That was 4 years ago. Okay? And here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different interpretations of the character. Now, I'm not going to hold the art style because, that could affect any long-running comic series. Spider-Man, when he first started, was red and black and, had really thin eyes. And now he's more red and blue, bigger McFarlane-esque eyes. Sometimes he has the webbing under his arms. Sometimes he doesn't. Stylistic choice. But the character at the heart. These are 6 different characters in 4 years. And so Leah Williams is having, this series Gwenpool use all these different Gwens to solve the Hulk issue, to team up, to brainstorm, and it actually kind of helps that they all are different. But that is, the problem. So I'm not going to go any further because she does solve the issue. Gwenpool does wield Thor's hammer in a fucking awesome way. And yes, that deserved an F-bomb. You know, I try not to swear, but that one deserved an F-bomb. And you gotta read it. You gotta check it out. I do not want to spoil it. However, on this last page here, I have to admit, when Gwen goes spelunking in comics continuity, Gwenpool strikes back Gwen, that is. She leaves the other Gwens to face down the Hulk, and when she cuts back to him, what looks to be unbelievable Gwenpool is wielding a banana. That actually made me laugh. Just kind of out of the blue, unexpected, she has a banana. I do not know why. So yeah, I'm not going to give the big reveal of this issue, the Thor's hammer thing. It is awesome. I gotta be honest. I don't know if it would work that way, but sure, why not? But we get to see in this issue the problem with the modern Marvel. They don't care about the characters. They do not care. You know, they're more worried about who's writing the book. You know, are you a woman? Oh, here's a book about a woman. Are you Hispanic? Here's a Hispanic character. That's how they do it these days. And Leah Williams, actually, she can write well. You know, just last month I praised Amazing Mary Jane #1, and in this one, you know, maybe she is pointing out the fact that the problem with Marvel writers is that they're not good anymore. Marvel has not been using good writers. They're more worried on who the writers are rather than their talent, what they can do. And that's the reason why a lot of us are so mad. And so I kind of wonder, does she do that on purpose? I don't know. I don't know if that was a little slap, you know, biting the hand that feeds her. And if it is, that's pretty awesome. But she is also one of those woke SJW types, and so I kind of waver on that. For her to actually do that on purpose as a take that to Marvel. Here's a problem with a character that's biting the hand that feeds her, and she probably lose points and however they keep track. But also, this is the 4th issue. It does not excuse the previous 3 issues, which were garbage. I'm not going to forgive this series on that one bit. I don't want to say it's a scene. It's a little bit more than a scene. But on this really awesome interpretation, display showing how that this one character who's only been around 4 years can be interpreted with 6 different personalities. Leah Williams pointed out how bad the writing at Marvel has been lately. So by doing this, like I said, she's not so much biting the hand of just Marvel, she's biting the hand of all her peers and all her contemporaries, which is why I'm not so sure it was on purpose, or at least intended in that way. I think she was more showing how this character has been displayed with all these different types of personalities, without thinking, you know, what this is actually displaying and what it is implying. So, yeah, this is the best issue so far of this miniseries. A little too little, a little too late, because there's still, like, the silly bits in here, but there are parts in here that genuinely made me laugh. That little banana scene, I got a chuckle out of that for some reason. And the Thor arm part, I didn't mean to say that. Ignore that. The Thor hammer, I mean. You know, arm and hammer. Phew, no one caught that. Pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. It's late. I'm tired. I'm still at work. So anyway, I would give this book a 2. I would go 2, which is probably the best I've given this series. Because like I said, so far, this issue on its own, you take that little bit out, it's still a crappy story. It's still stupid. But her pointing that out, I'm starting to think more and more Leah Williams is becoming self-aware. So I was really surprised by that. Anyway, I gotta get back to work here. So, as always, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.